Welcome to Seasons of Stamping and Merry Christmas. Hi, my name is Martha Stewart and today we're going to be creating an origami Christmas tree. So let's get started. You'll need 4 sheets of designer series paper, one cut at 3 inches by 3 inches, one cut at 2.5 by 2.5, one at 2 by 2, and one at 1.5 by 1.5. You'll also need your bone folder, glue dots. I'm going to use an adhesive called Dotto, some brads, and some cardstock for your card. We'll start with the base of the Christmas tree first. So take your 3-inch by 3-inch piece of designer series paper and turn it to the side that's not going to be showing. And you're going to go from one point to the opposite point. And the easiest way to do it is once you've lined it up, put your finger on that point, take your bone folder, make a crease all the way down, and then just slide it to one side. Then you'll do it down the other side. Just gives you a nice clean triangle. Then we'll do the opposite points. We've done one triangle on the square, now we'll do the other. Again, I just hold the edge. And now we're going to make a rectangle, and you go from one side to the top. Again, just hold in the middle, crease down, and then you'll do the other side. Just crease it down. This now, if you can see it, gives you lines going across and up and down. And what you're going to do is push in the middle lines, and it makes a triangle like that. Alright, now that we have that, the next fold, there's a line that goes right down the middle of this triangle, and you're going to take one of these sides and you're going to fold it to the center, like that. Again, I use my bone folder because it gives nice clean lines. And then you're also going to do it with the other side. Just bring it to the center, use your bone folder to fold it. And that's the bottom of your tree. Then you'll have these 3 other pieces that you'll stack on top. You can stack them close or far away, however you like your tree. And then this is how you'll glue it onto your card. Okay, so now we're ready to create our card, and what I've taken is a piece of 4.25 by 11-inch cardstock, and I've scored it at 5.5, so it makes a kind of a tall card. I'm going to try to make this upside down so it shows easiest. And I'm going to take my bottom part of my tree, and you can use glue dots, any type of adhesive that you want. I'm going to use Dotto because Dotto is nice because you can adjust it if you've made a mistake. I'm not going to go all the way up to the point. I'm just going to go like halfway up, and I'll line this up at the bottom of my card. Alright, and let's take the next piece. Dotto is nice because it just gives you dots of adhesive. If you need to rip it up later, you can't rip it up. I mean, if you need to adjust it and pull it off, it's easy to adjust. There's my second piece. But for some reason in the south, where we have a lot of humidity, sometimes the Dotto adheres better than other adhesives. Don't know why. Haven't figured that out yet, but okay, one more piece. This is the smallest one. Alright, so there is my tree. And isn't that adorable? Now, for me, a tree is not complete without a star. So I picked out a I square brad. but I don't want to punch it through, so I'm going to cut the ends off of mine. And I have a tool from the old toolkit, Stampin' Up! Toolkit that they discontinued. And I'm just going to put it in here and cut off the ends of the brads. Like so. So that just leaves me with the piece, and then I can just fold these down. Okay. Now for this I'm going to use a glue dot, and I found that the best way to use glue dots is to just put it right on top of the glue dot while it's still on the wrapper, and pull the whole thing off. I have a glue dot now on the bottom of that brad, and I'm going to place that at the top of the tree. So here's the completed card. This paper was the Christmas Jingle Simply Scrapping Kit. And here's another card that's completed, and it's also paper from the Christmas Jingle Simply Scrapping Kit. And the phrase is from Heard from the Heart, another Stampin' Up! Set. Then here's a third one I made. This is the Merry Moments Designer Series paper. This is the top note. Usually when you use your Big Shot to cut out the top note, you just keep the center piece, but you have this nice frame that's left over. So I kept the frame and used that to frame this card. I wanted to show you a couple projects from my Wrapping 101 PDF. This is a bread box I made, and it holds a small loaf of bread, which I just decorated with a little bit of ribbon, and then decorated with Designer Series paper and a label. And here's another one. I used a different paper, but they just make adorable gifts once they're finished. Here's also an origami box that you could fill with all kinds of things, and it just opens up to reveal your gift. And another project is the sour cream container. And all these projects, there are a total of 25 projects, are available on my website in a PDF form, and the cost is $15, and it has all the pictures and instructions that you need to create these projects. So check out my PDF on my website. I hope you've enjoyed the projects for today, and that you get a chance to make your own origami Christmas tree. And stop by again for more projects with Seasons of Stamping. Merry Christmas!